Hey everyone, this is a quick rundown of the Midjourney updates from March. The biggest news last month was the release of the V8 Alpha model. You can access it by going to alpha.midjourney.com. This is an early version of the model, so it's not in its final state, and it will likely stay on the Alpha website for the next month or so before making its way over to the main website. I have a dedicated video where I go in depth on my first impressions, tips, and everything that is and isn't available, so I'll link that down below. But here are a few highlights. V8 has significantly better prompt adherence compared to V7. It does a much better job keeping track of and delivering on all of the details in your prompt. Text rendering is also impressively better than V7. I've really been enjoying making multi-panel comics with V8. And there's a new HD mode that natively renders images at 2K resolution. Just add --HD to your prompt to try it out. It is 4 times more expensive than a regular job though, so be careful with your fast hours. We can now use relax mode for V8, even with jobs that use HD. Your V7 SREF codes, mood boards, and personalization profiles all carry over to V8, but they will look a little different because it's a different model. If your style references, mood boards, or personalization profiles are behaving badly, please let the Midjourney team know by giving them specific examples with prompts and job IDs over on their Discord server. There are now 2 versions of the SREF and mood board system available. The new one is SV7 and the old one is SV6. If you're not familiar, SV stands for style version, and it is a parameter that you can use to switch between these different systems. I'll leave some information on style version down below, but currently V8 is defaulting to the SV7 system, so if you want to use the old one, just include --SV6 in your prompt. The SV7 system is about 4 times faster and cheaper, but it seems like people are somewhat split on if they like their results better with the new system or the old system. For me personally, I prefer how my SREF results look when using SV6 in V8, but it still has room for improvement. Anytime a new model is released, there's always an adjustment period, especially when it comes to figuring out the prompting style that works best for getting the results that you want. V8 still has some rough edges, and those are being worked on. We'll talk more about what's coming in a second. But one thing worth knowing is that V8 is working best with longer, more detailed prompts. Shorter or abstract prompts can be a bit hit or miss at the moment, which can make casual exploration a little bit more difficult. This will be addressed in a future model update. For now, many people, myself included, are finding that using --raw and their personalization in the same prompt is helping quite a bit, at least with getting improved aesthetics in the results. The team has already been working on a new version of V8, which could be out any day now. The current alpha version may be fully replaced by this new version, or it might get called something else like 8.1 or V8 beta. This is why I haven't spent much time making a bunch of V8 videos for YouTube, because it's such a dynamic situation at the moment. But I have been sharing some of my V8 prompt testing over in my community, and will be sharing more there throughout the month as things evolve. So the goals for this next version of V8 are better default aesthetics, more coherence, image prompts returning, improved SREFs and mood boards, and possibly 2K resolution as the default. I'm excited about all of these updates, but especially the better default aesthetics and hopefully getting 2K resolution by default. If V8 isn't clicking for you yet, it's totally fine to stick with V7 for now and revisit V8 once things stabilize a bit more and it gets moved to the main website. I've already updated my free parameters guide with V8 information, so if you want a reference for what's available and how to use them, I'll leave that link down below. Next, we have a new edit model arriving very soon. This will be a staged release, which could begin this month. So they might start with releasing the new inpainting, outpainting, and character or Omni-like features. With the Omni-like features, they've said that we'll be able to have multiple references, so I'm hopeful that we should be able to combine characters, outfits, and scenes more seamlessly. I do have a video on how to do this with V7, I'll leave that link below. Later, they plan to add in 3D and camera motion so that we can move the camera around and generate new images of the same scene from different angles. All of this will go into the same edit interface, and it sounds like it will be a complete overhaul of the current edit system. The team is also working on new image upscalers. The current upscalers haven't been updated since V6, They're looking at 4K upscalers and possibly even an 8K upscaler within the next month or two. Okay, then we have some miscellaneous updates. V9 is expected to arrive within the next 4 to 6 months. It's being framed as a scaled up continuation of V8, so bigger model with more data rather than a dramatic architecture change. No further updates are planned for Niji 7, which means no Omni reference. However, the new edit model being released may serve that purpose instead. They haven't started working on Niji 8 yet, but it is on their list. A new social and collaborative feature is in development for the Midjourney website, and the V2 video model is expected later this year. They haven't shifted focus to it just yet, as most of their team is working on the V8 model. I do these wrap-up videos every month, so if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and maybe even joining my Patreon community. Every month, I release detailed prompt guides, exclusive tutorials, and demos of new features. For the price of a coffee, you get access to my now 20 monthly prompt guides and more. Last month's guide focused on caricatures and Art Nouveau. And if you're looking for a solid foundation in Midjourney prompting, I now have a beginner course which includes updates throughout the year. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.